Have you seen the movie, The Equalizer 3? If so, wouldn't you like to know where it was filmed? We'll show you the main locations where Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning interact. No, this is not a behind-the-scenes making of the movie. Instead, it's a practical guide to the Italian locations depicted in The Equalizer 3, from the Amalfi Coast to Naples and Rome. Please understand that the locations you see in the movie are sometimes altered for creative purposes and may not always accurately represent the actual places mentioned. Let's begin exploring. A significant portion of the movie takes place on the Amalfi Coast, a popular stretch of the Costiera Amalfitana. We primarily see the picturesque town of Atrani, which is very close to Amalfi town. Other featured areas include the nearby towns of Maioori, Minori, and Ravello. In Naples, after a panoramic city view, we watch a motorcycle gang speeding down from Belvedere di Sant'Antonio along La Tredici d'Ischia, the iconic U-shaped ramps that lead to Mergellina. There's a dramatic explosion scene in the square next to Plebiscito, Piazza Trieste e Trento. While most of the Rome scenes were shot in the Cinecittà studios, we get a brief glimpse of the Palazzo delle Esposizioni, the landmark museum building, along Via del Quirinale. Now, let's delve deeper into what you can see and how you can visit these locations. Check our description tab for more details, where you'll find links to the videos we've uploaded from these areas. You can either drive there or take a ship from Naples or Salerno. The area is also connected with Capri Island. Amalfi town is the most famous area to see, and don't miss a visit to the Duomo St. Andrew's Cathedral. Positano is another small picturesque coastal town on the cliff, with great views and travel facilities. During the summer months, the narrow roads are jammed, and it might be better to visit by sea. A fast option is to take a train from Naples to Salerno and then a ship. Another suggestion is to cruise to Sorrento and then take a boat to Amalfi or Positano. The sea view is rewarding. The Campania region is home to ancient Pompeii. You can reach Pompeii via train from Naples, with your stop being Pompeii Scavi, Villa dei Misteri. There is a significant difference in ticket prices depending on the provider you choose. Pompeii is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and still an active archaeological excavation area. At the time this video was shot, a full ticket cost 16 to 18 euros. Discounts are available for selected groups or ages. There is a surcharge, up to 6 euros, for selected areas, like specific villas. A free ticket option is available on the first Sunday of each month, subject to the number of visitors. More than 2.5 million tourists visit the destination annually. There are restrooms and water facilities inside. The main streets attract many tourists, but there are many supervised but quieter areas to explore. Pompeii typically opens at 9 a.m., but the last entrance to selected areas and actual closing times vary. Large bags are not allowed on the premises. There are two different areas at the port of Naples that ships depart from with a destination to Capri Island. Molo Beverello is where high-speed ferries depart, with a duration of about 40 minutes. Calata Porta di Massa is where slow ferries depart, with a duration of up to 80 minutes. You can buy an online ticket, but you must validate it at a self-service machine that prints your boarding ticket. During the summer, tourists can't bring their cars to Capri. Non-Italians pay a ticket surcharge to enter the island. Marina Grande is the main Capri port, with ships mostly arriving from Naples or Sorrento. Ischia is an island in the Gulf of Naples, close to the mainland. The ship takes from 50 to 90 minutes to cover the distance, depending on whether the ferry is slow or fast. Ischia is just 15 to 25 minutes away from Procida depending on whether you board a slow ferry or a hydrofoil. There are different departure and arrival ports, so be sure to check the schedule. In summer, there are frequent ships. Most ships usually first stop in Procida. Ischia covers an area of 46.3 square kilometers and has a population of about 62,000. The island has alkaline thermal waters and many spas. It's mostly a volcanic island, with the last eruption recorded in 1302. The Aragonese Castle is the most important attraction. Watch our relevant video for more info and details. The Aragonese castle is located on Ischia, closer to the side of Procida Island. A narrow piece of land connects the main island with the entrance of Castello Aragonese. Built in 474 BC by Hiero I of Syracuse, it was in 1441 that the rocky area was connected to the mainland with a stone bridge. At the time this video was shot, the castle was open 7 days a week, and the full ticket cost €12. Be prepared to walk a lot of steps in an area of about 2 kilometers. There are 2 cafes, and the view of the island and the Gulf is unobscured. If you walk from the port, it's easy to see your destination, which will take you about 20 to 30 minutes on foot. Famous movies shot here include Men in Black and The Talented Mr. Ripley. The Aragonese royal family gave its name to the castle when they shaped the buildings we can still visit today. Procida is an island in the Gulf of Naples, close to the mainland. The ship takes from 30 to 60 minutes to cover the distance, depending on whether the ferry is slow or fast. Tourists can't bring a car to the island, but you can rent one once you are there. There are different departure and arrival ports, so be sure to check the schedule. In summer, there are frequent ships. It takes about 15 minutes to walk from the Casamicciola port to the panoramic area at Santa Margherita Nuova. Marina di Coricella is the colorful small port below the panoramic view. The island is small, covering about 4 square km, with 10,000 locals living there. There are small local buses that can take you to the various beaches. You can visit all the above locations based in Naples, but we suggest you also spend a couple of days in the city to taste the best pizza in the world. As we mentioned above, for the best view, head to the scenic spot, Belvedere di Sant'Antonio, located in the Posillipo area. You have to climb some steps or follow a winding road if you are starting from Mergellina train station or the waterfront. The panoramic view stretches from the western part of the city to Mount Vesuvius and Capri Island. Newlyweds often take their photos here. Football lovers will have to pay tribute to Maradona. There are many murals depicting El Diego in Naples, some even next to a church. This one can be seen in the Spanish Quarter. Just search for Quartieri Spagnoli on Toledo Street and enter the area about 300 meters in. There's no ticket to the area, but if you wish, you can have a drink or buy a memento. This is the first mural, painted in 1990, naturally by a Napoli fan, Mario Filardi, so they could celebrate their championship. Maradona is worshipped like a god in Naples, and you will often see deified photos of him. This significant wall painting is on the corner of Via Emanuele di Deo and Vico Concordia. The Spanish Quarter is a large area in the historic center of Naples, covering about 800,000 square meters. Think of it as a semi-pedestrianized grid created in the 16th century to house Spanish garrisons. Some decades ago, the area was not considered safe, but now this has changed and it's tourist-friendly. There are many economical traditional restaurants to dine at. Be sure to look for the many murals. Around 14,000 people still live here. Just walk along the narrow alleys with the hanging laundry on the balconies. That's the main street you want to visit, where most of the shops sell nativity figures. It's an alley with artisan shops, but the figures include not just Christmas scenes but also figures like Maradona. Most of the shops are open all day from 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. at night. At the end of the alley is the Basilica di San Paolo Maggiore and a small square with coffee shops. Naturally at Christmas the area comes more alive, and artisans exhibit their cribs. You can buy these presepio, the nativity scenes. You can start your walk a couple of meters earlier, via Via dei Tribunali. There are many churches here, including the cathedral. Alternatively, start from here, after the Piazza del Gesù Nuovo, and walk via Benedetto Croce. Don't miss a visit to Napoli Palazzo Reale, Royal Palace of Naples. The Royal Palace of Naples has the main entrance at Piazza del Plebiscito. The open-air courtyard and the northern air garden, Giardini di Palazzo Reale, are free to visit. At the time of recording this, the general admission was €10. It is usually open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and closed on Wednesdays. The first Sunday of each month is free for all visitors. It was one of the 4 residences used by the House of Bourbon during their rule of the Kingdom of Naples. We could talk endlessly about the Eternal City. Instead, let's focus on some of the iconic landmarks. The Rome Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is an iconic ancient Roman structure located in the heart of Rome, Italy. Built in the 1st century AD, it is one of the most well-preserved and recognizable landmarks in the world, known for its grandeur and historical significance. The Colosseum was primarily used for gladiatorial contests and other public spectacles, accommodating tens of thousands of spectators in its massive arena. The Roman Forum and Palatine Hill are 2 archaeological sites in the center of Rome, Italy, that offer a glimpse into the heart of ancient Rome's political and cultural life. The Roman Forum was the epicenter of the city's civic activities, serving as a bustling marketplace and a gathering place for political discussions. The Palatine Hill, adjacent to the Forum, is one of the 7 hills of Rome and was home to many emperors and aristocrats, featuring impressive palaces and gardens with panoramic views of the city. The Spanish Steps, known as Scalinata di Trinità dei Monti in Italian, is a famous staircase in the heart of Rome, Italy. It consists of 135 steps that lead from the Piazza di Spagna at the base to the Trinità dei Monti church at the top, providing a stunning viewpoint of the city. The Spanish Steps are a popular gathering place for both locals and tourists, offering a picturesque setting and often serving as a venue for various events and performances. The Trevi Fountain, or Fontana di Trevi in Italian, is one of the most famous and iconic fountains in Rome, Italy. This stunning Baroque masterpiece was designed by architect Nicola Salva and completed in the 18th century. Visitors from all over the world come to the Trevi Fountain to toss a coin over their shoulder into the water, a tradition believed to ensure a return to Rome, making it not only a breathtaking work of art but also a symbol of hope and luck. Castel Sant'Angelo, also known as the Mausoleum of Hadrian, is a historic fortress located on the banks of the Tiber River in Rome, Italy. Originally built as a mausoleum for the Roman Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD, it later served various purposes, including as a papal residence and a prison. Its distinctive cylindrical shape and the statue of the Archangel Michael at its pinnacle make it a recognizable landmark in the city, and it has played a significant role in Rome's history and architecture. The Pantheon is an ancient Roman temple located in the heart of Rome, Italy. Built in the 2nd century AD, it is one of the best preserved and most influential buildings from ancient Rome. Known for its massive dome with a perfectly round oculus at its apex, the Pantheon has been a source of inspiration for architects and artists throughout history and remains a marvel of engineering and design. The Altar della Patria, also known as the Monumento Nazionale a Vittorio Emanuele II, is a grandiose national monument located in the heart of Rome, Italy. Built in honor of Italy's first king, Victor Emmanuel II, it was completed in the early 20th century. The monument's colossal white marble structure, numerous statues, and the tomb of the unknown soldier make it a prominent and patriotic symbol of Italy's unification and national identity. Trastevere is a charming and historic neighborhood located on the west bank of the Tiber River in Rome, Italy. Known for its narrow cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, and vibrant atmosphere, Trastevere has a bohemian and artistic character. It is a popular destination for both tourists and locals, offering a wide array of trattorias, cafes, and shops, making it an ideal place to explore Rome's authentic and lively side. It takes detailed planning and a long time to shoot, edit, and create this content. If our videos help you in your travels, please remember to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and keep watching them. It will help us grow best travel video, and constantly evolve, providing you with even better content. We hope this guide has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to embark on your own Italian journey. As you delve into the enchanting locations featured in the Equalizer 3 and beyond, Remember that Italy's rich history and vibrant present are waiting to be discovered around every corner. So, pack your bags, grab your camera, and immerse yourself in the beauty, culture, and cinematic magic of Italy. Buon viaggio!